And guys, just a great shot here of William Penn, the founder of Pennsylvania, standing atop Philadelphia's City Hall. The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Kyrie Irving. What do you think we'll see from him today?
You know, the thing about Irving is that he's got great pace to his game. Kevin, he comes down the lane. It looks like he's in slow motion, but he's really not. He's just collected, he's poised, and he's got really strong legs, so he can get wherever he wants to go. Yeah, and even
What up, people? Welcome back to NBA 2K14 here on the PS4. This is Coffee Black, the shooting guard for the Philadelphia 76ers, and still not starting. This is maybe 2 weeks into the season, a week into the season. It's not very far in. I'm finally starting to get more and more playing time. I think I'm the sixth man now, so I'm getting about 20 minutes a game, which is pretty good. I think the starters get about 35 or so a game, so I still have a ways to go before I actually get, those huge minutes. So you're watching a game that's maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks into the season. I'm now probably close to halfway through the first season. I'm still not starting, which I like. I think in previous games or previous versions of this game, you became the starter pretty quickly. So I kind of like the challenge of having to actually work to get to the starting position. However, part of it is kind of annoying when you have fantastic games after game after game and you're still sitting on the bench. I understand the position I'm in. I'm behind Jason Richardson, who is a really good shooting guard, so I understand I got to do some work to get up to that starting position. But when you're dropping, 30 points a game, I think you probably should be moved up. But let's see what happens after this game.
Coach, if you could point to one main reason why you lost this game, what would it be?
No, we got beat tonight. I mean, you can say you could say anything you want to about it, but the bottom line is we got to come to play, and we didn't. We got beat. It's one game, so we got to bounce back for the next one.
So you get to hear from the coach a little bit there, but you can see 20 minutes in that game. Starters got about 34 to 35 minutes, so 15 more minutes on the court. I could definitely do a lot more, but had a pretty decent game there. Now we're back going to Cleveland, so we're a little home and away, I should say. So that's kind of cool. But here, starting to get some more playing minutes. Like I said, I think I like the idea that you really have to work to get a starting position. However, I think it feels like a little bit like MLB in the sense that you get these dynamic goals as you're playing the game, and I believe it's coming from your coach, like maybe score the next 10 points for your team, or shut this guy down, or don't make a bad shot for this entire quarter. And I think a lot of that, if you complete a lot of those dynamic goals, then maybe you get a better chance of becoming the starter. I've done a pretty good job at doing that, but there's been some times where the goal's like impossible. Like we're down by 20 points, and that in the fourth quarter, and they say come back or bring us within 5 points. You do everything you can on the offensive side, but people on the defensive side just can't play defense for whatever reason. And there's no chance of ever coming back from some of those things. So some of that is kind of annoying, especially if that really is the factor of what makes you a starter. It seems like it could be pretty difficult, just like an MLB. When you're in the minor leagues and you have to take walks, it's very difficult to do that sometimes. So hopefully that's not the case. And at some point we do win out that starting position, which I think it'll happen at some point. But like I said, I'm almost to the All-Star break and I'm still not starting. And one of the downfalls of that is that you have to play every game. in previous versions, you could play just key games, so you get through seasons a little faster. But apparently you're not allowed to do that until you become a starter on the team. So right now I have to play every single game. So it's this whole season is taking forever. That's why I'm putting 2 games in this one. Obviously, coming off the bench, I don't get as many minutes right now. So it's a little easier to put 2 episodes together and just basically show some of my scoring plays. I'm not going to show all the free throws and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes if I get a good foul or drive to the lane and get fouled pretty hard or something like that, or if I make the basket and get fouled, I'll show that, just not the free throws. But you can see we win there again. Our team's actually pretty decent, but it'll be interesting to see going forward how well we can do with me coming off the bench. But then this happens after the game.
Hey, man. Thought everyone was gone. I'm not disturbing you, am I? You mind if I join you? I got some things I want to look over myself. Maybe we could run through them together. Thanks, man.